Jorgic to begin here. And you can see the explosivity, the dynamism of the Ionescu backhand. Many formidable Romanians over the years that have that. Ionescu now sort of leading this new generation. We saw Yuri and Jarita have a fantastic Singapore smash, actually beating Jorgic there recently.
2-1.
He is one of the kings of the continent, the Slovenian. Long serve, surprise factor. Nice deception with the foremotion. Catches Jorgic off guard there. 3-1. Yeah, Jorgic thought it was a let.
1-4.
Had briefly raised his arm just to acknowledge that. Ionescu obliges. This is his serve here, Jorgic. Obviously a different format this year. The first time we've seen qualification rounds where players ranked from 15 through to 22 got a chance to try and enter the main frame, which began today. Had a couple of surprises yesterday. Today, not really so far, going according to the script. I mentioned that Ionescu now plays in the same Bundesliga team with Jorgic. Starbucken, part of the team last year that won the Champions League, where they beat Düsseldorf in the final.
5-2.
So he's been sponging up all the quality, all the wisdom from the likes of Jorgic and Francisca. Eduard Ionescu. So far doesn't seem to be suffering from imposter syndrome. Nothing he can do there though. Very handcuffing serve. That Jorgic pendulum. And we know he also likes to play the backhand serve from the forehand side. Oh, nice feeling. Did catch the net, but that does not take away from the touch there. Chop block. Pushes long and aggressively. Jorgic, good placement there with that opener. The Romanian youngster can't counter it. It's a level here now, Jorgic on receive. It's really nice play. Sniffing out the attackable opportunity. Lovely forehand touch, soft hands near the net. Very good control player, Jorgic. And then that juxtaposition that you can create with that big bomber backhand is mind-boggling at times. Over the table, good spin. Got a big swing on his forehand, Ionescu. That's the area that he's been specifically trying to improve more. Jorgic manages now to level. It's taking him some time. Oh yeah, creams that one. Back in front he goes. Reaching the business end now of this opener. Not only did the format change in the qualification stage, but also it's best of 5 now in the knockouts. It's a fantastic service. Getting Jorgic on the back foot right from the get-go. Adjusted his service position and served it right down the line. Backed it up as well with that forehand. And that's that serve. It's very difficult to deny Jorgic a clear-cut attacking opportunity. Loads of side spin and top spin. Very low to the net. And yes, the wide backhand on receive is the obvious choice. But it's tough to go against the side spin that Jorgic is putting on that. That one had a bit of kick. Ionescu came in and it balloons off his top edge. Close here in terms of serve success. Who's going to get the game point? That time floats it through the middle and fires it into the middle of Darko Jorgic, the defending champion, staring down the barrel here. Can't take it. It's the second time Jorgic has got him into that temptation zone with that push. Has to be quick, deep and backspinny to make things tricky for Ionescu. Locked in at juice now. Jorgic misses the serve. That could cost him. So now Ionescu has a game point with serve. Can't take it at the second time of asking either. Didn't come through the ball enough there, the Romanian. Ooh, a bit of fortune. To the resentment of Darko Jorgic. Could the third time be the charm? Ionescu with another game point here. Yeah, neat and tidy. In these moments of pressure, it's the players who can revert to the basics, keep the fundamentals strong, that often comes out on top. It's rarer to see the spectacular. You could cut the tension with a knife here. Deadlock again. He's received that serve really well, trapping the spin with the forehand receive. But that time, Jorgic getting some nice dwell. It's Jorgic's first game point now. He can't take his chance either. Both these players obviously so familiar with each other. Could be playing into this first game. Frustration for the young man making his debut here. Jorgic sets up a second game point. Someone tell these two it's not first to 21 anymore. Both playing seemingly with more freedom when the score's level or when they're having to save the game point. That's such a good reactive shot there from Ionescu. I'd call that a little bit of cash back after the receive because it popped up. Jorgic swept in but couldn't get back. Oh. By Jove. Just the kiss of the net keeps Jorgic alive here. And there's a bit more oomph there in the Jorgic show. If looks could kill. Oh, the door was left open. Full commitment from Ionescu on that step around. And with the whole table to play with, he couldn't make it back. Bold play from Ionescu. It's the longest game we've seen today. Seen a lot of matches between teammates. Francisco and Ovtcharov next here on the lone standing table. had Anders Lind and Jonathan Grudt earlier on. Dang Cho facing Anton Shelbury, their league teammates too. The bottom half of the draw seems to be the place that a lot of players would like to be at the moment. Now, hanging on by a thread. How much is going to give here? Fishes it back, fires the backhand, counters it as well. You just can't take your eyes off this. It's an undying effort. Great placement. Kept his posture there as well. Brilliant, kept the bat high. Wonderful point construction, manoeuvring Jorgic out to the wide backhand. Painting the table. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Took some. Couldn't lob that one down. Jorgic getting his foot on Ionescu's neck, not letting it off. Lively start to game two. Shovel serve, nice counter. That's a good tactic there from Ionescu, and he nods his head in acknowledgement of that. Getting Jorgic into that crossover is good. Might take the forehand a bit later than most here. And that's because Jorgic likes to try and start the rally with slow spin with the forehand, to then earn a block, which you can then come in over with the backhand. A less expensive stroke in terms of time recovery. Another stir here as the world number 13 is on the other end of some malfortune.
2-3.
How risky was that flick? Into that crossover again, and all Jorgic can do is try and lollipop block it back, because of a loose ball, when you know you haven't received a serve well, you're expecting it to either your forehand or your backhand. Playing that into the middle of your opponent, the crossover, is an investment.
4-3.
Eduard Ionescu, by the way, ranked 62 in the world, which is near the highest that he's been, 58.
3-5.
But an upcoming player from Romania, someone looking to take the reins away from Eduard Ionescu. Across the body, scuttles back in. Jorgic now seeming far more at home here. Did well to cover that ground, the Romanian. But that was a test too tough. Lovely, yeah. A lot of the Romanian players have great feeling near the net on the men and women's side. It's been the women really who've won more championships, the continental stage, than the men's team. That could be changing with Chirita, with Ionescu. They had fantastic players before those two broke through, like Sipos and Platea. But it is so difficult to make that adjustment from the junior stage to the senior stage. He's doing a good job, the Romanian, but this is a step up here against someone who knows he belongs at the top draw. Not just European table tennis, but world table tennis. Jorgic has been as high as 6 in the world back in 2022.
Let 4-8.
5 senior titles to his name.
5-8.
Looking down at his rubber there, the Slovenian. Ionescu didn't generate as much topspin as what Jorgic thought he had of.
9-5.
Jorgic isn't trying to hit the ball too hard too soon. Biding his time in the right ways. Playing far more controlled table tennis. And he even manages to fend that one back to set up 5 game points. Shed his skin, come back stronger. That was audacious. Made it look like the back edge of the table was sawed off. That was a half-long serve. What he did to it. Three game points remaining here for Jorgic. Long backspin serve, tried that fanning backhand, that reverse chop block as it were. But nothing doing. Much better from Jorgic. All of the round of 16 matches tomorrow, all of the quarters.
Love all.
Grand finale day on Sunday, we'll have the semis and the finals.
Love one.
Both these players wear their hearts on their sleeve. Jorgic especially isn't afraid to give himself a telling off.
2-love.
He's a hothead, and I think that Coach Andrea does a good job to cool him down, relax him. It's really cool to see a female coach coaching one of the best male players. Not often you see it, and I absolutely love their relationship. It's Coach Philemon in the corner for Ionescu.
1-3.
Also broke. Certainly an attackable serve, but tough with the rotation that Jorgic should imparted there. Ionescu is very good at holding the fort down, controlling with the backhand, so now we may see it become more of a forehand orientated match. Can you make it a guessing game for your opponent between that middle, between that forehand?
4-3.
If this were a women's match, you may be seeing more backhand to backhand rallies. But it's a race for pace, and it's a race for playing for positioning. Whoever can switch the direction of play first should get the advantage, theoretically. And Ionescu does that straight away there, with a classy backhand up the line. Can't play the parallel there. Tough to play the line with the forehand when your opponents come cross-court, especially off the bounce. The youngster still in the lead though. Waits for that one. And there, because of the zip on the Jorgic forehand, Ionescu was waiting for something that never came. Landed fairly shallow, this forehand of Jorgic. Oh, that's immaculate. A crescendo here in Montreux. The crowd acknowledging that world-class point construction. Oof, and a bullet as well. He struck that when the iron was at its hottest. He's putting Jorgic under additional pressure here.
(5-7).
Prospect of going 2-1 down may be looming here over the defending champion's head. And again, the touch play's been really spot on as well. Denying Darko that open attack. And the nice guided flick as well. That's the most frustrated we've seen him. He'll receive a yellow card for that. No complaints from Jorgic. Not for that anyway.
9-6.
If he can channel that in the right way, he could get back into this.
Let 9-6.
Whoa. That was all just a blur. It's tough to play the forehand from the backhand side on the pivot and then play a backhand like that. It's a big compound movement to play. And he's very good at abbreviating the stroke with the backhand as well. Real cause for concern here. But more importantly, the defending champion of this cup. He needs a good start. Because Jorgic is very, very good in fourth and deciding games. We saw that in the final against Beauregard in 2022. Went down to juice in the seventh. Mentally rock solid. Nice parallel. Ionescu with a bit of a lukewarm flick there. But it's tough to power flick a serve so tight, low and top spinning. That's the philosophy behind the Jorgic serve. Plus it's very, very tough to push it as well. If you're a backhand dominant player or someone who loves to play the backhand as much as possible, serve with your backhand from forehand or backhand from middle. Whoa, that was loaded like a 44 Magnum, and yet Ionescu blasts back, fanning backhand, and then look at that.
2-4.
Ahead by 2 here at the first tie break of game 4. Oh, lovely. Turned and burned. Ionescu wanted to pivot. Jorgic spotted that shift. Went against the grain. Lovely third ball. Oh, just couldn't put the cherry on top. Did everything right there. Good receive. Safe spin. Nice parallel. You can see again, having a big stroke on the forehand can be a bad thing. Got him with that serve again. No giveaway. All you need are 2 serves that look the same. You can catch your opponent out. Are we witnessing here a turning point in this match? Jorgic has to make his move now. Oh, cracking counter. The Bond villain, Philemon, licking his lips here at what would be an unbelievable achievement for his young player. And you think as well that Ionescu is the only Romanian at this event in men's singles. Makes this even more impressive. He's carrying the flag with pride and panache. You couldn't even hear the contact. Caught it so finely. Shutting down the possibility for Jorgic to block our counter there. Clever play. Clever play.
Please play.
Caught the net. He wasn't bothered. Goodness gracious me. And you wonder whether that is going to be the straw on the camel's back. Could he beat Jorgic here and now? Maybe not. Maybe he just can't lose in Montreux. He's made winning more than a habit. He's made it a reality. And here, winning both points on receive sets up 2 game points to force an almighty decider. It had to be done, and it was. He strapped up his boots, pulled up his socks. In a row. Jan-Ove Waldner of Sweden and Timo Boll of Germany have won this event 7 times each. They're the all-time leaders. Dmitry Ovcharov can sometimes go under the radar because he hasn't won a major title in a considerable amount of time, but he's just always there, isn't he? Oh, it hit the side of the table, not the edge. The fanning backhand again. Coming out to play, trying to disturb the rhythm. Jorgic dealt with it well. Quite similar, that forehand serve, to Truls Moregard's. It's a very simple motion. Jorgic gets back in front. Fortune favoured the brave. Ooh, tried to just tinsel it over the net. Seesawing 5th game so far here. Jorgic 2 ahead. Alexei Lebrun, among many others, watching on here. Well, that's the first break of serve that we've seen. He's won this event the last 3 times it's been hosted to the decider.
6-2.
He was leading 2-1. It was tight. And since Jorgic has gone on a tear, he's a runaway train right now. Trying to keep on track. Ionescu stumping him. A lovely spin. And again, great shot selection. Doesn't panic. Doesn't try and go too hard there, Jorgic. He's been so reliable with that shot. Ionescu trying to grease it into that crossover. Jorgic calibrating his forehand with his hybrid rubber. Many European players using it now to help counteract greasy balls. But with timing, perfect timing. In posture, you can drive the ball forward like Edward Ionescu just did.
Play.
Even off a fairly low trajectory ball. Oh. Whips the backhand in as well. So explosive. That reminds me of the Rajimski backhands yesterday against Liam Pitchford. And he's done it again with the backhand here. He's playing Jorgic at his own game, taking a leaf out of his teammate's book, playing more of the back. What will happen now? Tries to play the backhand into the forehand. But a bit of hope draining from Ionescu's eyes as Jorgic just lights up. And he takes it. That was a hard-fought victory there. Getting through a match like that in the first round